crooked. The alright. Straight. Hold on. What's up, party people? Party people. Man, bro, y'all seen the fights? Anybody see the fights? They was streaming it on Netflix. If y'all ain't check them out, man. That Nate Diaz fight. Nate Diaz, Mike Perry fight. Boy, that mother fire, boy. Fire. And I say that not because of all the good shit and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Not because of all that, but the fight itself is just fire. They both, we both put it on the line. They both had their moments and their moments to shine. No cap. No cap. They both had their moments to shine. Time to rap. What's up, man? What's up? I get my hand wraps on, man. We just getting started, you know what I'm saying? Just getting started. Y'all watch the fights, man? They long. I actually think they short, man. I actually thought my wraps were pretty short. Man, I really don't think I thought my wraps were short. I thought they was small. I still think they too small, man. I think I want me some longer reps. I definitely want some longer reps. I'm probably have to get some at some point. But hey, man, y'all seen the fights? That happened at when was that? When Ronda Rousey and stuff happened. What's up, man? It do look long, but I still think they too short. I wish they were a little longer, actually. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish they were longer, though, man. Like, these are long. Don't get me wrong. They pretty. They got some length on them. Excuse me. They got some length on them, but I feel like I wish they was a little longer, though. I'd probably do a lot more if I had them a little longer. But I was like, my hands are small, so I got me a smaller pair. I'm thinking that it'll translate over it. Nah, I should have got me some longer ones. Hey, man, y'all caught the fights, though? I ain't gonna lie. My favorite fight was the Nate Diaz fight, bro. Nate Diaz and Mike Perry, bro. They went at it, gang. I know y'all seen that, bro. I know y'all seen it, man. Sheesh. Hey, man. Mike Perry, hey, bro. Mike Perry, he did his thing, bro. Y'all seen, like, the elbows, bro. He was putting the elbows on Nate, man. Putting the elbows on him for sure. Every time he tried to clinch, every time Nate Diaz clinched him, bro, boom, boom, he was dropping elbows on him, bro. And that's ultimately what ended it, bro. I feel like Nate should have came out with that jab. When he was using that jab, he was putting him on. He was putting it on Mike. You putting it on Mike, man. I feel like if he had came out with that, though, I feel like it would have been a whole lot, but the whole fight would have been different. I even think the outcome might have been different. He kept trying to clinch him, man. Every time Mike would throw a shot, he wanted to clinch him up, and he kept doing his little thing where he'd drop. But you know, that's just his style, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? He dropped, and he do BJJ, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So of course I know he wanted to go for the takedown, but that jab was working so perfect. I felt like if he had started the jab early, got the jab going, it would have set up everything else a lot quicker. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring his hands up, have him focusing up here, pop with that jab. You know what I'm saying? Pop. He just because the way he was throwing, he like this. He real bladed with it. He would pop it out. He just pop, and he'd pop it out. But Mike didn't really have an answer for that jab, though, man. If I have to be real, he ain't had no answer for that jab. He just ate him to the face. Every time they threw that jab out, my head popped back like this. Every single time. Bro, we were looking up at the sky. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if he had started off with that jab early, like at the beginning, like at the very beginning, started off with that jab, man, everything else would have went so much smoother. He wouldn't have to get cut up as much as he did. I know y'all seen the side of your head, bro. Sheesh. Well, Mike Perry put the work on him, though, man. Mike Perry said he did not come to play around. And he showed him, too. He showed his head. He definitely showed Nate he went there to play around. Definitely showed him, man. But that's just me, though. You know, that's what I felt like. I felt like if he had got his jab going early, it would have set up everything else for him. And he wouldn't have got cut up in as much as he did. And I honestly believe that he could have ended the fight a lot quicker, too. He got that jab going kind of late, man. That's all it was. He just got his jab going late. Yeah, man. I just felt like he got it going a little too late. Oh no, let me go get my other list. Alright. But yeah, man, I feel like if he had got his jab going a lot earlier, he would have had the Francis Ngannou fight was pretty good. I just felt like Felipe Lin, I just felt like he was, he was too respectful of the power, you know what I'm saying? He was respecting the power for sure. But I felt like that stopped him from actually like putting a lot of pressure on Francis that, you know what I'm saying, like that could have been applied to Francis Ngannou. I felt like because I think he respected the power so much that it kind of made him a little scared to even like, really and truly engage with him. For real. That's just how it looked to me, though. You know what I'm saying? I can, y'all might have seen it differently, but that's what it looked like to me. That's just how it looked to me, man. So, I guess on today, I felt like the Ronda. Hold on, I'm gonna talk about all the fights right quick, man. I'm gonna talk about all of them. The small guys, bro. Hey, shout out to the small guys, man. I ain't never heard of either one of them. I've never heard of either one of them guys. What was his name? I can't say it. I can't say that man name. I don't even know how to say that man name. The dude who won, the chocolate guy that won. Hey, he put the mixes on him, bro. He definitely put the mix on him, man. On the other guy. But don't get me wrong, I ain't never heard of either one of them. I think one of them was like 4-0 or something like that, or 6-0. They were somewhere around there. Like they won. It wasn't too much. But I felt like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like that fight was pretty good. Really good, actually. I think I get that second best fight of that night, man. The second best to me was that first fight with them two. The heavyweights, Junior Dos Santos, bro, went out first round, man. I didn't see that coming. But then again, you know what I'm saying? You get all the elderly folks hopping on, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong now. You still mess up most of us. You know what I'm saying? You still mess up most of us. You feel me? But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, man, what is it, 49, 50, something like that? How old? Hey, man, Junior Dos Santos about 50-something years old, bro. He went out there, I ain't gonna lie, his fight was pretty good, too. The guy he was fighting, I thought, you know, the dude he was fighting with his Taekwondo background, that he would throw more kicks. You know what I'm saying? But, nah, bro came out hands ready, boy. You. But, nah, bro, did y'all see what I saw, though? How he took his time. Let's do that, bro. Let's talk about the fights for sure, man. All right. Dude was Taekwondo man, right? I ain't never heard of him. Like I said, bro, I don't be in the mix like that, like I used to. You know what I'm saying? But I'll catch the fights here once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like people I know that's on the card, I'm like, I'm gonna go watch them. I seen Junior Dos Santos. I know who that is. You feel me? I know who he is for sure. I ain't know who the other guy was that knocked him out. And I'm thinking because, hey, he come from a Taekwondo background. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he finna. You know what I'm saying? Do the whole Taekwondo thing with a couple of hands in there once in a while. But that's not the case, bro. That's not what happened at all, man. He got in there, bro. He took his time with his shots, and I really like that, bro. A lot of people don't understand how strategic he was with it. He came out against Junior Dos Santos, bro. He had a bladed stance, like he was finna Taekwondo him. His hands was down the whole time, and it's pretty much like baiting him in with his hands down, like, but if you actually watch, bro, he kept his hands like this at the ready at all times. Like you're finna, I'm finna kick you. Cause you know, that's the Taekwondo thing, you know, they hear, and they, pow. The legs start flying, man. But nah, bro, was just taking his time. Junior Dos Santos was like, okay, his hands down. Next thing you know, bro, boom. It's just like, wherever he go, like, he head move this way, he'll swing, he'll go like that, and then he'll meet him right there. Every single time, just meet him. Here, pow. And then, pow. Just meeting him, bro. Taking his time and just picking him off. And I thought that was genius. Bro. I still think that was like top tier striking, bro. Bro, hands from way down here. Every time Junior Dos Santos moved into his range, he ain't even go for the kicks for real. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, he threw a lot of, you know, leg kicks, you know, just popping them off, getting them off. But for the most part, he really got his hands working against Junior Dos Santos. And he was just taking his time. He was here the whole time, feinting. And then Junior waiting. Like, he would wait. He was very reactive. Every time Junior Dos Santos moved, bam! He was already there. It was a shot coming at him. You feel me? And that's what I'm talking about, bro. When you striking, bro, if you can take your time, be patient, and just wait it out. And that's basically what he did. He knew when the shots was like, every time Junior Dos Santos throw something, he'll throw it, and then he'll, boom, there it is. He'll throw something, he'll lean that way, he'll be on block, but he waited. It was patient, so it'd be like, pop, time it. Take the shot, boom, and then he'll hit him, and then he'll wait for the next move. He'll wait for him to move. And as soon as Junior Dos Santos moved, wow, he was gone. He was gone, man. Flush, right on the chinsky, you feel? Right on the chinsky. Got him up out of there. Who else, man? The other dudes, bro, they were just throwing hands, bro. They were throwing hands out. They got to do a little wrestling and everything. I ain't finna go over. I ain't gonna skip their fight. Francis Ngannou fight. I felt like Felipe Lin, bro, he was just, you know what I'm saying, he was all the way from, like I said, he respected the power so much that I felt like it stopped him from truly engaging Francis the way that he could have engaged Francis. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think. I felt like he should have been more proactive, you know, more active, you feel me, when he was going against Francis. We all know, bro. Francis hit hard, bro. You worried about these uppercuts. You worried about that big left, man. That's what you worried about, bro. You worried about them big hands. And I feel like Felipe Lin, bro, he should have done, this is my opinion. I think he should have worked off his jab, because I believe everybody should work off their jab. I believe your jab set up everything for you. I felt like he should have worked off his jab, popped his jab out, because that's a long and it's a faster weapon. Pop his jab and then move out the way. Come back in, fake your jab, move out the way. Move back in, hit him with the jab, then get out the way. And then what he would have did was he would have forced Francis to have to chase him down. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to force you to chase me down. I'm going to keep moving. I'm the lighter guy, so I'm definitely faster. So I know for a fact the more I move around, just get around, just get around, just get around. And when the time comes, I'll probably throw a leg kick, bow, get out the way. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I would have kept him thinking about my jab. I would try to have him focus on my jab. He's a big guy, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta respect the power. So what better way to do that than the jab, bro? Because one, jab is fast, and because it's fast and it's one of your longer weapons that you got, I feel like he should have utilized it a lot more. Just put him straight down the pipe, pop, and get out the way. Come back in, and the moment he felt like, okay, all right, his hands are up now. Then I would fake it, poof, and that's when I would have shot. And if I missed my shot, if I missed the shoot, then I would have just gone back out. I would back right back out. Okay, start at the top. If that ain't working, then I'm gonna come right back in, right with the jab. Pop, and get out the way. All right, pop, get out the way. And then instead of me shooting for that next time, the next time I hit the jab, pop. Instead of me, I'll fake here, I came up with something else. Let him know I'm coming back upstairs on him. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to give me the takedown, I'm gonna come back upstairs on you. And he could have did that too. But, like I said, I felt like first of all, he let Francis find his rhythm and find his groove. So that's already messed up. You know what I'm saying? You can't never let your opponent find their rhythm. And if they do find their rhythm, it's your job to be able to get them out of their rhythm. You feel me? So I feel like he was should have just popped that jab, moved around more, you know what I'm saying? And then go from there and just work off of that. Because the jab, hey bro, them hands go up. It's hard to sprawl with your hands way up here. It's hard to stop me from taking you down. Francis controlled he controlled all the inside of the ring, the octagon, man. Well, in that case, he kept saying hexagon. I don't know if y'all caught that. They were fighting in the hexagon. They weren't fighting in the octagon. But Francis was controlling the middle. You know, he had all the space. Which means that if he was going to stop me from getting a takedown, he would have had to sprawl. Now, I don't know if y'all know how to sprawl or not. But when you sprawl, bro, man, basically, a good sprawl, you put one foot back here, and this hand comes under. You want to bring this hand under the chin like this. That's a good sprawl right here, right? You ain't gotta do this. You know, when like you fall into the ground, you ain't gotta do that one. That's good. That's a good sprawl, but you ain't gotta sprawl like that. You can sprawl like this, right? Just take that step back, get your wider base like this, and use this hand. Put this hand, depending on what side they shoot from. I'm southpaw, so I'm assuming this was the side they want to shoot for on me. And the first thing I would do is I would go here, and this hand would slip under their chin, right? I slip this hand under their chin, and I'll try to drive them back up this way. And if I can drive them up this way, then my next move, I can go here. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is a shift of the hand. Bow. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go here. Bang. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like he's in the center. Of course, you got all this outside space to move around, get around. Of course, he trying to cut you off. You go back the other way. But if you were just popping them jabs off every time you come in, pop. What that does is it's going to, like I said, in my couple videos ago I made, man, the jab is used to create 3 distinct reactions, right? I want to create hesitation, anticipation, and carelessness. That's what I utilize the jab for. I feel like if you can get them to do one of those three things, you got them. You feel me? So that's why I said, if he just used his jab more and got around, I feel like he would have did a lot better against Francis. That way you can still respect Francis's power. You know what I'm saying? But now you got him thinking about something else. You know what I'm saying? You got him thinking upstairs, okay? And then that's how you get to them takedowns attempts, bro. You got to get him thinking up here. Because if you constantly mixing up, say you hear, bop, bow, right? Bop, 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 bow, right? Bop, 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 bow, right? You constantly thinking, going at it like that. Well, all right, I'm at his head. I'm at his legs. I'm at his head. I'm back at his legs. Well, he know now I'm going head and legs. You feel me? That's where the defense is gonna be now. Because that's what you setting it up to be. I think out of all the takedown attempts he had, he did have a really good one. It was a great attempt. But he couldn't do nothing with that big something gun, bro. Francis is a big boy. You couldn't do nothing with him. And then, right after that, like I said earlier, bro, the Nate Diaz fight would have went a lot different. He had started his jab out a lot earlier. You know, Nate Diaz got that very, like, you know, like, I don't know how to describe it, bro. Like, the way he squares up is, you know, he here, hands are low, and he just popping the jab like that. He's sticking it in. You hear? He's sticking it in. If he had started it off like that, I don't think Mike Perry would have beat him, man. I honestly don't. His jab worked so well. Mike Perry had no answer for it. Once again, he couldn't answer for that jab. He had no answer for that jab. You can go back and watch it yourself. He had no answer for Nate Diaz's jab at all. You can go back and watch it yourself. It's still on Netflix. I checked. He had no answer for it, bro. That jab come out, pow. Nate do his thing, pow. He just popping it out. You never knew when it was coming. Pow, he pop. Pow. He just sticking it in, bro. And every time he did it, Mike Perry head pop back. Had he started off with that though, instead of, okay, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna come in, pop out, take a hit, and then try to clinch him up. Because every time he got hit, he shelled up like this, or he reached out to try to clinch him. And every time he reached out to try to clinch, you see it. Mike Perry would frame. He framed it. That way he stopped the clinch. You frame, and then next to boom, boom, boom. Just dropping elbows, boom. And that's what led to the stoppage. Because he's framing them up and then boom, he's dropping the shots. Because he was trying to clinch him. He knew what he was trying to do. You clinch, you might look, man, you can get the clinch, right? He could have got the clinch, but he had to eat some shots before he could get it. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't even pull it, he couldn't manage to get him to a point where he could pull the head down. You feel me? The head would come out, but he could never get to the point where he could pull Mike Perry's head down and get it to a point where he can actually hold on to him. He couldn't get there because Mike Perry would set up a frame. This is why framing is so important, bro. Framing is so important because no matter how many times he tried, that hand on the backside would get there, but he could never get that second hand up. And that's because every time he would try to get it up, Mike Perry would throw an elbow, boom, boom, boom. It's because he was framing, man. He was framing them up. That's what your frame is used for, though. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to Mike Perry, bro. His game plan was immaculate. His game plan was immaculate. If you watch, he did throw a couple kicks though. He threw a couple of stab kicks to the, you know what I'm saying? Pop. Come here. He, boom. But you know, he been doing that bare knuckle stuff, so you know he like that. He like this, you know what I'm saying? He like that confrontation. He like to be able to stand and bang with people. But the thing of it is, every time he try to stand and bang with Nate would go for that clinch, and he had to frame up, boom, and he started putting elbows on him, bro, which ultimately led to him having to stop the fight. Although, kudos to my boy Nate, bro. I love Nate Diaz. Freaking dog, bro. Kudos to Nate. Man, he ain't want to quit. And I respect that so much, you know what I'm saying? But Bro couldn't even see out his eye, bro. He said himself, he couldn't see out his eye. That way he kept wiping it. I don't know if y'all caught that too, where he wiping that eye. And honestly, bro, I don't even want to talk about the Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey fight. I don't even want to talk about it, bro. I don't even know what I watched. I was actually very, very upset with that fight. Very upset, bro. Very upset. Hear me out. Let me tell y'all why I was upset, okay? Alright, I was upset for 2 reasons. I ain't no gambling man, so I ain't putting no money on nobody, but I felt like Gina Carano could have beat her up. Like, no cap. I felt like Gina Carano could have won. She could have won, bro. But I knew from the very beginning, I already knew exactly what was going to happen. And I felt like, as a fighter, you know what this woman was good at, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what Ronda Rousey is good at. You know what her whole MO is to take you down and armbar you. That's her whole thing. Now, what really would have impressed me, because her beating Gina Carano did not impress me at all. I was not like, oh yeah, woo. What would have really impressed me had she had fought Holly Holmes again. That would have impressed me. I ain't gonna count. If she had fought Holly Holmes again and did Holly Holmes the way she did Gina Carano, I would not have said nothing, bro. I would have kept my lips sealed. I would have been ecstatic. But I felt like Gina Carano didn't go in with the mindset like, oh yeah, I gotta watch out for her trying to take me down. I just feel like she didn't go in with that kind of mindset. Soon the first thing she did, she came in, she pressed the issue. You already know this woman is looking for a takedown. She not gonna. Ronda Rousey, bro, y'all know, bro. Y'all seen her, bro. Y'all seen her scrap, bro. She ain't thrown out one punch the whole fight for real until Gina Carano was on the ground already. And the opening kick, takedown. The opening kick. Like, who starts off like that, bro? Like, come on, man. Bro, tell me, bro. Bro, y'all cannot tell me. Y'all know I'm not wrong on this, bro. Y'all know I'm not wrong. If you watch any of my videos, bro, if you checked out any of my content, y'all know the first thing I tell people to start off with is your jab. Set your hands up before you try to use your feet and everything, bro. I'm a firm believer in that. If you don't set your hands up, that's your main weapon. Use your main weapon before you start switching. Before you start switching, use the primary before you switch to the secondary, bro. We already know this, you know what I'm saying? All my COD players out there, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. You gonna use what you got in your hand, and then when you run out of ammo, you swap that mug over. You feel me? And then you use your secondary. You gotta use the primary before you get to the secondary. You see what I'm saying? She started off at the secondary weapon with this low kick, knowing this woman wants to take you down. She wants you to give her your leg anyways. That's what she wanted. Ronda wanted that. I peeped it, bro. She wanted. She expected it. I felt like, man, I don't know, man. I have no words for that fight, bro. Not really, bro. Other than I'm upset by it. I have no other words for it whatsoever. I felt like the whole card, everybody fought very, very well, and I felt like everything went smooth up until that point. Up until that point, it wasn't even a fight. Y'all did all this hype for it. Y'all got everybody ready to see it. And next thing, bro, let's be real, okay? I missed 2 days of streaming, right? One, because I got the dates mixed up. All right? Got the dates mixed up. So I canceled my stream because I was like, oh, the fight's tonight, right? Fights wasn't. It wasn't. It was the next day. So I didn't stream then. And then, next thing you know, I'm watching the fights. And we get to the end, I'm disappointed, bro. I could have been down here on my bed for that. I could have did that last round by myself. You know what I'm saying? Right here. I know exactly how she did it, bro. She went. And that was it. That was the end of the fight, bro. The moment you went, that was it. That was all the fight right there. She gone. That was a whole fight. That was a whole Ronda Rousey fight, bro. The whole fight right there. I don't know why she started off with that low leg kick like that. But once again, I'll say it again, the fight, Ronda Rousey beating Gina Carano, that does not impress me at all. What really would impress me is if she matched up with Holly Holmes again and beat Holly Holmes. After she got knocked out by Holly Holmes, she was never the same after that. That's who you should have came back and fight. She should have went back and fought Holly Holmes. That's what you feel me? That's just me personally, you know what I'm saying? Everybody might have their own opinion on it, but that's how I feel. The Gina Carano, cool, you know what I'm saying? She got the mixes, you know what I'm saying? But nah. Give me somebody like I want to see people fight like. Give me another Paige Van Zandt fight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who Paige Van Zandt. Give me another Paige Van Zandt fight. You know what I'm saying? Let me see one of them, or you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me something like that, bro. Somebody who like to and wrestle you. You know what I'm saying? Paige Van Zandt, dog. I watched a fight where she broke her arm or dislocated her shoulder, something like that. And they was like, yeah, stop. We took a stop. She like, nah, dog. Let's bang it out. She had one arm just formed like one arm. She was just blanking it up, bro. That was dope. That was dope. All right. So, we done talked about the fights and everything, man. Which was cool. I felt like they could have been better. We done talked about the fights. Now, since we done talked about the fights and how they shaped out and my disappointment and all that good stuff, and let me show y'all how I felt like the Ronda Rousey fight should win. I'm going to show y'all. All right, Gina Carano, kickboxing, Muay Thai. We know her specialty. We know what she like to do. She want to stay in the man. Ronda Rousey, she like to wrestle, right? This is what I expected. What I expected was Gina Carano to come out with a slightly lower stance than usual, more so like in a box. I won't even say boxing stance, but like more like forward heavy stance, or like, so if you was to shoot, you gotta shoot more than just this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you only getting this. This is all I'm gonna give you. And even if you do, once again, like I said before, if somebody shoots, you take this hand, you put it right under their chin, you get a strong base right here, you know what I'm saying? Not too far, you know, it's just enough that if they shoot, you can catch yourself. It's just stitch back, right? And then you take this hand, you want to put this hand under the chin, and you ride them up. You just bring them up with you, man. That's what I wanted to happen. I wanted Gina Carano to do something like that, where her stance was more forward now, and that way she'd be prepared if she was to shoot. All I had to do take that step back, plant myself, and work. And I didn't expect her to go straight to Ronda Rousey. I expected her to let Ronda come to her. So what I mean by that is, I'm here, coming up, back, pop, pop. No, this is what I was expecting. Her moving around, pop, taking her time, teeing off. Just keep her at a distance, but that did not happen though. Like I said, that didn't happen. What we got was this takedown. You feel me? That's what we got, bro. Unfortunately. But I felt like what should have happened, she should have been more forward heavy. That way she prepared for the takedown. Bro, we all seen Ronda getting ready to do her strikes and everything, right? We all seen her little training montage, right? You know, Gina knew that Ronda can't outbox her. We all knew that, right? From the rip. We all knew that. Ronda was not gonna outbox Gina. We knew that. Gina just, all she had to do was frame up right here. Keep that nice base, you know what I'm saying? Granted, you know, you got your single leg takedowns, but even still, like an ankle pick or something like that might have worked. Might have. But if she's coming to you, it's just for the breeze, bro. You coming to me, man. I'm not giving you my legs. I'm not going to give you what you're asking for. Instead, what I'm going to do is, you go low, I'm going to wake you up. Bow. Every time you get ready to shoot, bow. I'm popping that. I'm popping. Boom. Boom. And then I'm moving. Boom. and I'm moving because I know what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to take me down. I know I already know the plan. I felt like Gina Carano had poor execution of her own game plan. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect to come in and bang all Ronda Rousey, bro. All she wanted to do is wrestle people and judo toss them. You know what I'm saying? That's all she wanted to do. I felt like she should have worked on that. Utilize that jab. Like once again, like I said, get my forward, a lot of weight on that forward foot while I'm here. That way if it comes, I can base myself. I got some oomph behind it now. I'm sitting down there, sitting right here. That way I can control that weight. And if she did so happen to pick up that leg, man, you do Muay Thai. You know how to escape. You know, you do the, you turn. I ain't got the flexibility to turn around like that. But you just turn it, slip it out. You know what I'm saying? That's what you. I don't know, man. I felt like she could get love. That's just me. I've been boy, upcuts, framing. You drop the long going down with you. Boom, here. What's up? You heard? Pop. And I'm frame, pop. Doing that jab. Staying forward on this foot now. You see, I'm still forward on that foot. I'm kind of leaning in. This time I felt like Gina should have came out. Hey, she was already here. You heard? Stay forward on that foot. Boom. You know Ronda want to shoot, she shoot. Boom. That's that check, bro. That's how you keep them guessing. You know what I'm saying? You keep them guessing. Because if she here, bow, 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 bow. You know what I'm saying? That's where your combos come from. Because you know where she's trying to go. You know what I'm saying? You knew she knew where she was trying to go. We all know the MO, man. We all know we all knew Ronda Rousey's MO. We knew how the fight was going to go. They was telling us how the fight was going to go in the very beginning. Everybody said the same thing. Everybody. Ronda's going to go for the takedown. Once you get the takedown, it's over. It's going for the armbar. They were literally telling us, bro. They were telling us how it's going to happen. And it happened just like that. I know something. I'm all for MMA on Netflix. I'm down for it. I ain't paying for no subscription. You gonna be bull like that, man. I ain't paying for that. That was crap. That was crap, bro. Absolute crap. Everybody else did great, bro. Everybody else did great. I was expecting more of a solid something, like. Disappointed, bro. I was disappointed. Me personally, I was very disappointed. Very disappointed, bro. I was very disappointed. Because I felt like there was other ways, bro. Like, she's taking down. She gave her the leg. Here, take me down. This is what you been wanting. Take me down. Took it down. She looked like she had a little front choke going on from that position or something. But she can never get it locked in. Once again, that's Ronda's. She in her element. Y'all put her in her element. She want to jiu-jitsu. She want to judo. That's what she want to do. And I feel like Jennifer Ronda gave her exactly that. Got 13 seconds. What was it? 13, 10, 15? It was a couple seconds, bro. It was garbage. Yeah, absolute garbage, bro. But anyways, man, enough about the fights. I'm gonna move on from that because ain't no use beating the dead horse. You feel me? Ain't no use ain't no make no sense, bro. So we're gonna move on from that. Let's talk about something else, bro. Because once again, I was disappointed. Me personally, I was just disappointed. Actually, these girls are hot. What was y'all favorite fight, man? Y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all favorite fight was. I'm curious. Me personally, my favorite fight was definitely the Nate Diaz fight. My close second was the smaller guys. I don't remember either one of their names. I had never heard of either one of them before. Excuse me. But those are my favorite two fights. I feel like those fights was very energetic. You can see the skill in both those fights. You can really see the skill in both of those fights. And I felt like, yeah, bro, like the technicality, both of them was moving. The white chocolate guy, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't giving up, you know what I'm saying? He ain't throwing that towel against the chocolate dude. I don't know either one of their names in that fight. I don't know now one of them. But I feel like they did great. Both of them. Granted, it was first round knockout, you know what I'm saying? He throwing some crazy body shots. Crazy body shots. I felt, but I can say this though. Had he had framed up, he probably would have ended it a lot sooner if he had framed them. You know what I'm saying? Because you know when you framing, you can pretty much control where they're going. You know what I'm saying? Like if you frame the right way, bro, you can control where your opponent's gonna go. And I feel like he was throwing his shots from like an awkward position, like from here. He was just throwing like this. You know, he had bro like that and. The shots were there, 100%, but I feel like he had got away from him just a little bit, kind of framed up, boom, boom. And if you try to step out the back, you put that elbow here, and that'll force him back towards your shots this way. And the moment he go this way, once he move, there it is. There's another big shot. Now turn him around, and then you do the same thing going the opposite way. Framing is dope for purposes like that. It helps you keep control of your opponent movements and stuff. You kind of guide where you want them to be. And my favorite thing to say is though, like, if you're gonna frame, right? If you're framing with your left, then this elbow should be a little. I say put your elbow a little higher, especially if you're up close. That way, you're moving them into this side of you, which is cool because if they run out and you get some shots in the body and they keep going, wow, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going that way anyways, you know what I'm saying? So as long as you got them right here, you framed up, they want to go this way because that's their way of escape. Their escape is towards the danger, right? Because coming back this side, right? Say they come back this way, boom, I throw a knee to the body. You can't come this way. If I want you to go this way, you got to go this way. So you come this way, boom, go back that way. And then that's what framing is for. Boom, 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 boom. You can't go that way. Boom, 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 boom. You can't go that way. That's how you frame, bro. That's what framing is for. It's used to guide and direct your opponent in the way that you want them to go. If you apply a lot of pressure here, it's like saying, okay, this is the side you really don't want me to go to, right? But even if he did manage to go that way, you just roll over. That's all it is. Just a slight roll. Your frame is still there. You just roll. You still cover. You still got defense. Just roll. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. Boom. Can you hear? Boom, boom, boom. This is all framing. Framing is good for stuff like that, man. Control them. You get them, you take them where you want them to go. You feel me? I felt like if he had framed up, he would have got him. It would have been over a lot sooner. Because, I mean, bro was dazed already. He was wobbling all over. Yeah, boom. You know, that's how he had bro moving, though. No cap. He really did have bro moving like that. Bro was everywhere. He just framed up. He could have. It'd have been over a lot sooner, but he didn't frame him up. Still, I still say though that's my second favorite. The Nate Diaz fight was my first favorite because I like them both. I think they're both freaking the baddest on the planet. You feel me? I think both of them are. I think they're both pretty dangerous. You know what I'm saying? To strike with either one is, you know. And then Nate got that I don't quit mentality. Mike Perry got that I don't quit either mentality. Nate mid, bro, and it was great. It was great. I ain't gonna say too much on that one. I already went over that, but those are my favorite two. My favorite two fights of the night. Of that night, bro. But nah, man. Once again, y'all let me know what y'all favorite fight was, bro. If you caught the fight. If you ain't caught the fight, bro, don't tell me nothing, bro. Just go subscribe or something. Your jab, man. Hey, I don't know about y'all, but if y'all not utilizing your jab, you're wrong. You feel me? Definitely utilize your jab. Your jab is very important, bro. I don't care who you are as a martial artist, bro. Work on your jab. Work on it, bro. Whether it be a boxer, they should. They supposed to work on their jab. They supposed to. That's their whole job. You feel me? So, you working on your jabs. You do MMA, work on your jab. You do BJJ, work on your jab. If you wrestle, work on your jab. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like you should always work on your jab. That is the fastest weapon that you have. And if you're not working on that jab, it's very, very hard to get to where you want to be. And, man, it's all about the work, bro. What are you willing to put in, bro? If you try to set up other stuff, your jab is the best way to do it. Gina Carano should have used her jab first, but she did not. She went for a low leg kick. Beyond me. God knows, man. I said I was done talking about the fights. Bro, it just goes to show, like, if you're gonna do it, bro, use your jab. Start off with your jab, man. I don't care who you up against. Start off with your jab. Work your jab. Because here's the thing. Even if they know that your jab is coming, they can't always stop your jab from coming. It's one of those moves, bro. Like, if you do it right, bro, it's fast and straight down the pipe, and like untelegraphed. Good. So here, pop that jab. Here, to the bottom. See what I'm saying? And it's so versatile. See, here, straight to the body. That's all it is, bro. Utilizing that jab to get to where you want to be, man. Boy, I spent my whole match. Sheesh. Yeah, man, you gotta utilize that jab to get to where you want to be. See. Feints, mixing it up. Using that jab, bro. It sets up everything, bro. Sets up everything. What do y'all think, though? Woo. Stuff finna fall. All right. Well, pretty much done on the back, unless somebody asks me to show them something. A lot of this takes place after a workout or pre-workout. But yeah, man. Let me know what y'all think, though. Cause nah, boy, y'all done got quiet. Ain't nobody sitting there, y'all just listening to me chop it up. Now I'm done. On the bag and everything. Allen left me. Wild, bro. Wow. Oh, snap. Roll these raps up. But nah, man. I felt like fights could have been better, bro. I know now, though. Choose these mugs wisely. Which one I'm going to watch? Because that was some bull. Francis did great, but like I said, I feel like Felipe Lynn was a little afraid of him. I feel like he didn't really want to engage Francis like that. Francis thought, oh, he's a warrior. He that. But from the outside looking in, like he was a little scared, man. That's just me from the outside looking in, bro. I feel like he respected the power so much that he became afraid of it, and he just wanted to stay out of the way of that of Francis' power. And I get it, I understand that, but I felt like he should have utilized his jabs to be able to set up other things first. And the reason why, and I say this for anybody, bro. Even if you going against somebody who got the same mindset or thinking like you, it'll all come down to who can get it off the best. And not only that, but who can find the rhythm first. If somebody else got the same plan as you, say it both know, like me, for instance, I like to start off with my jab. And if I have to go against someone who also thinks like, all right, I'm gonna start off with my jab too, right? It'll come down to who got the better jab. But the crazy thing about it is the switch. You feel me? From a jab to a hook, or from a jab to a straight, or from a jab, the combinations. It's so much that you can do right off of that jab. You can use the jab to set up switch kicks. That's how you set it up anyways. You know what I'm saying? You fake the jab, and you swap while faking the jab, you're switching. And then the moment your hand comes backwards, this hand is coming up here, and your kick is already up. In that split second. Matter of fact, you can even use this the fake to pull down the arm and still hit the switch. I felt like there was so much other stuff. Like if you going against somebody when y'all both got the same idea of using the jab, bro, I'm telling you now, it's too easy, bro. Because if he's focused on the jab, that means and you focus on doing the same thing, and you popping your shots, he popping his shots. It's all about who can get to the mix up first. Who gonna switch it up first? That's what it's gonna really come down to. And a lot of people miss that, man. A lot of people miss that chance and miss that opportunity to be able to do it. To be able to do it. Because, like I said, everything works off the jab, bro. You go 1, 2. That's why it's called the one. Because everything works off of the one. If somebody ain't gonna come out, man, folks not coming out here spamming crosses, bro. They're not spamming crosses. They not spamming hooks. If I'm going, well, yeah, they definitely spamming hooks. They're not coming out here spamming crosses. They out here spamming hooks, bro. Hook to the body, hook to the head. Everybody looking for that quick knockout, man. But here's the crazy part: people know what they looking for, and they still play along with it. They bite. Oh man, I got too tired on my feet. I just feel like I said, bro. I felt like he could have did a lot better against Francis, man. Don't get me wrong, a lot of the work they did really did surprise me. I said I was gonna start talking about the fights, but I'm just chopping it up at this point, anyways. You gotta keep your raps rap, baby. Yeah. If it ain't rap, you ain't rapping them up, you doing them wrong. I use Lone Wolf raps. They cool and all, but like, you know what I'm saying? These Lone Wolves, they straight. If y'all ain't never did Lone Wolf brand, bro, they straight right here. It's some nice fabric, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It's sturdy and whatnot, I guess. I don't think I can have it any other way than what it is. I probably should have got me some longer ones. That's what we talked about earlier. If y'all check the chat, because that's about where we stopped talking in the chat, because I was talking about shit. But, yeah, man. The mugs are straight. But yeah, bro, you gotta use your jab, bro. Using your jab, you should do it, bro. Your jab is literally key to everything in martial arts, bro. It literally is. I'll say the jab is the most dangerous weapon that the human body has. In my opinion, I guarantee it's the jab. The jab is the most dangerous weapon that the human body has. Because one, it's the fastest weapon you got. Two, it's one of the longest weapons you got. Three, you set up everything utilizing it, bro. Like, watch. So y'all don't think I'm capped, right? I don't want nobody to say I'm capped. Really peep it, okay? I'm gonna throw on these gloves right quick. No wraps or nothing on them. I'm just gonna show you what I'm talking about, bro. My two people, I'm gonna just show y'all what I'm talking about, bro. The jab is literally the king of all. It's literally the king of your whole body when it comes to martial arts, bro. Whether it be boxing or anything. I'm gonna show y'all with these gloves. It's easier to show technicality with these. Your jab, bro. If I throw my jab, right? Bop, 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 bop. Now, check it. Bop. There's the switch. And the crazy thing about it is, I can use my jab. I ain't even make contact with the bag, but it's already there. And the crazy thing about it is, you can use that, and while you're doing it, you can pull that hand down. See what I'm saying? Because here's the thing: you fake the jab, pop, pop. You stand up here, boom, pop, pop, pop. There go your 1-2. Now watch, pop, 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 boom. See that? Hit the jab. They expect the 1-2. I faked the 2. And then I gave him the leg. You see what I'm saying? I gave him the roundhouse. And then, once again, if I don't want to do that, jab, 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 body. 1-2, pow, pow. But it all starts with jab. Jab, 1-2. Jab, jab, 1-2. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. It's just there, bro. Your jab sets up everything. That's why I say it's king, bro. The jab is king. You cannot go wrong. Your jab sets up every single thing. That's why I be like, get your jab going. That's why I say I always try to get my jab going. Because once you got that jab, go into the body. Jab to the body. Jab to the body. Pop! Jab upstairs. And the crazy thing about it is, you can fake the jab to the body and still go upstairs. So you be here. See that? I'm still upstairs. But I was fading to the body. Boom. To the body. And every time I say I'm going to the body, if you pay attention, I drop my weight. So I'm here to the body. Fade. Back to the body. Here. Make. Bow to the top. That's how it works, bro. Utilize your jab because your jab is literally the best weapon you got. It's the most superior weapon of your whole entire body. Because you pop, 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 move, pop, move, pop, move. But here's the thing. Keep putting that jab in one place multiple times, all right? If you upstairs with it, stay upstairs with it for a little minute. You got to give it some time to fester into the mind of your opponent, all right? You got to give it time to fester into their minds. Like I said, your jab is utilized to create 3 distinct reactions. I've said it in previous videos, said it earlier, I'm going to say it again. I want to create hesitation, anticipation, and carelessness. Those are the 3 things I look for when I throw my jabs. How do you know when you got those? Reaction. Martial arts is all about reaction, bro. So if I'm here and they go like this, or they start going like this, because the jab keep coming, these, I got them. Because that's going to set up, pop, pop, Boom. Jab, the hands are up. When they look, pop, I'm already below. I'm already down there. I'm below, boom, boom, boom. Different combos. Or, pow, pow, boom. There go that two, pow, pow, boom. Two to the body, pow, pow, boom. Expecting another two, get a roundhouse to the body. Or, look, now I'm kicking right here for my legs, bro. We're gonna call that a leg kick, alright? Kick it here. I want some stop around. Alright, show y'all. Even here, you hear? Pop, 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 boom. Leg. We're gonna say that to the leg, alright? And keep it low. Say that to the leg. So here, pop, 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 boom. Pop, 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 boom. Cause reality, I'm southpaw, so usually their legs be in front of me. So what I like to do is this. This mine. I like going teeth, bro. Teeth to the top though. To the top of the knee. Lights. So I'm here. Pop. 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 That's literally all it is. Pop. 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 Now you see every time I do it, that foot takes a step forward. Don't even gotta do that. You just go pop. Pop, boom. See, that's how I didn't take a step from here. Pop, 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 pop. Didn't even have to take the step. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say the jab is the most superior weapon you got, bro, because you can bounce off anything with it, man. You can do whatever you want if you establish your jab first. That's facts, man. You just gotta get that jab established. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You gotta get that jab going, bro. Get it going. Move around. You got him. You got him, man. Any questions? No? I ain't worried about it. Go, y'all there? Alright, that's fine. All I'm saying, man, I'm gonna say it again. You get the jab going, you're bound to win, bro. Alright, man. As y'all see, I just move my stuff back. Don't judge me either, man. Don't judge me. No judging. My thing is, bro, if you get your jab working, it's easier to strategize off your jab rather than trying to strategize off of like a low leg kick first. Can't, bro. That's dookie of a plan, bro. That's poop of a plan. It's garbage. It's a garbage plan. Start off with your jabs. I don't care who you is. Whoever got the best jab is gonna win most of the time. If they have like, if they got other stuff too, you know what I'm saying? But like, for the most part, the striking game, in my opinion, whoever has the best jab and can get it started first, whoever can get their jab going first, or whoever has the best jab in his hands, I give it to them. I don't care who it is. If I look at your jab and be like, yeah, his jab is nice. His jab real nice. You can have the best jab in the world, but if you can't get it started, it don't mean nothing. And I feel like you should start with your jab and trying to find how to get your jab going to where you want it to be. And that's going to create that greatness, bro. That's what's going to set you apart from everybody else because you got your jab established. And not only did you get your jab established, but once you get it established, you can establish what's called control, right? Once you establish control, you can maneuver your opponent into other things. Like, if I want him to go into a lead hook, well, I can use my jab and then pop him with a two, or make him think I'm gonna come with something else, and then next thing you know, he there. You know what I'm saying? Use that jab, I'll go to the body. Jab to the body, jab to the body, jab to the body, jab to the body. And then once his hands drop to stop it, I'm coming up with a hook. You know what I'm saying? But it's because I baited him with the jab first, bro. Because I baited him with the jab first. And you can bait him with the jab, you got him. You got him. That's where your big shots land, bro. Bait them with the jab. And now people be like, you might be saying, bro, that's easier said than done. I'm not really. It's not one of those things it's not one of those easier said than done moments, bro. Because if you taking your shot and then you getting off the center line, you know what I'm saying? You pop your shot and then you off the center line. Pop your shot and then you off the center line. Pop your shot and then you off the center line. Jab, move, jab, move, jab, cross, jab, move, cross. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just about, bro, you gotta know how to play around, bro. If you ain't never played as a kid, fighting is very hard. Fighting would be hard for you. If you ain't never played as a kid, or like any games that require trickery or strategy, like you ain't never played no games like that, bro, it's hard. It's gonna be a little hard for you. Because I think a chess player, what's his name? Magnus, or something like that. I think he make a great martial artist, bro. Great, absolutely fantastic. I don't know about his athleticism, but I know about the mind, bro. The mind of chess players, bro. You get you a bona fide chess superstar. You get them in the combat sport, and where they trained up the right way, bro. Scary. They would be absolutely scary because they can outthink you, bro. Outthink you. They know where you're finna go before you even get there. Oh, all right, I've seen this combination before. He's gonna throw a left hook, right hook, and then a hook to the body. Or he's gonna go jab, cross, hook to the body. I've seen it already. I know how to expect. I know how to play around with it. I think a chess player would make the greatest martial artist, bro. Like that dude Magnus, bro, he'd definitely make a scary martial artist because they think so well, bro. They think already in, like, their brain's already in motion on your next move. I think they'd be great. Great. I think they do great, bro. At least, cause that's how I like to fight, bro. Well, I'm not a fighter, bro, but in the conflicts that I've been in, I like to think ahead of you. If your weight shifts to the left, I'm assuming that the shot might be either coming from the left or the left. If you shift your weight here, I'm not expecting you to throw a shot here. You know what I'm saying? If you shift your weight here, I'm not expecting you to throw that shot here. I'm expecting for something to come down and come up. Come down and come up where the power is at. Now, if they throw something over the top like this, you know, of course I'm expecting that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's wide. It's gonna be up. You know what I'm saying? It's coming at me, so you should be able to see that. But I'm more, what my mind would go to is, okay, he throw this overhand, right? The overhand is gonna bring his weight down after he throw the overhand. There's only a couple moves he can go from there after you throw that overhand, right? There's only a couple more moves you can do after you throw that overhand. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. I'm almost done rapping. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So y'all see it for yourself. Now, I don't want nobody to think I'm cap. Once I'm done rapping, I'm gonna show it to you. But once you throw your you can figure out what your opponent's next move, bro. It's so easy to do. Especially if you get your mind going on it, bro. Like, actually think about it. It makes a lot of sense because physics. Physics of it, bro. Check it. Right? Say somebody get into it, bro, and they throw an overhand. Well, say it's like this, right? Well, now the weight's down, right? This ain't the real strike. This is not the one I want to hurt you. This is not it. I want you to see this one, but if it lands, it's gonna do what it's supposed to do, regardless, because it's coming from back behind you, but it's gonna drop your weight down. So once your weight comes down here, they next shot either come up or they come in here. It's the only two places, bro. They either gonna hit you with a hook upstairs or a little uppercut to the body. You know what I'm saying? But it's not gonna come from the same side. Like, if you throw an overhead boom, they're not gonna go. They're not gonna do that, bro. That's a target. It don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense. Throwing it like this, that don't make sense. Let me tell you why it don't make sense, right? It don't make sense, at least to me, Because when I'm throwing the shots like this, I'm still open here. Like, say, let me get into a stance where I know most of y'all probably right-handed anyways. But say they doing something like this, right? Say if you throw a shot and it's coming overhand, right? Let's say they throw two overhands, right? Well, after the first one, if I read the first one, I'm coming under here. I'm gonna pop up with one. Because you're not gonna take a chance to hit me with an upper or lead, or a lead hook or a hook to the body or upper to the body. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the only two options you can go after you throw it. You know what I'm saying? There's not many more motions you can do after that. So if I'm here, I either can go here or here. They're the only two options they got, right? And because of that, like I said, you got to be able to think a couple moves ahead. And this is how you get them, right? This is how you know what they'll do. The moment they throw it, if you lean in the direction of it, you should expect the next shot. Say the shot coming from here, right? Southpaw. So say the shot coming from here, right? If the shot's coming from here, that means they're sinking this way. If the shot comes from this side, they're going to sink this way. They throw overhand this way. So if they throw it this way, they're going to sink this way. If I go here, pop, well, and catch them there, well, next time they ain't going to want to throw that shot. They're not going to throw it no more. You feel me? Because I just caught them here. Wow, I caught them coming into it. Boop. Alright. Say they just throw a regular two, right? Regular cross. Pop. Pop. Well, because you threw a regular cross, it's going to narrow down all your motions, right? So you're the side's supposed to be, right? This is a cross, right? Well, they can double up on the cross. But this is a longer range. They got a longer way to go than this. See that? You're not going to see nobody go. It's unusual. It's rarely happens. If their weight's here, their power's there. Boom, boom. That's why if you see a short shot, and the only reason why you can get away with it's because the power is still boom. The power's here. That's a short rotation. It's not a full rotation of the hip. So it's short, cut, and then it comes back and it's reloaded. Pop. And that's how you get right? But most people not doing that from the long side. It's rare you see that from the long side. Because boom, you have to rechamber and come back up. So right? What you don't see is they'll go boom. Then they gotta rechamber. They go like you're not gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? I already gotta rechamber. I gotta rechamber the shot, or if there's no power behind it. So if they go, well, rechamber. They gotta rechamber. So, so when you shift, a lot of times they're not coming from the same side. That's why I say the jab is important, bro. That's why the jab is important. Because my jab, and you go, say, he moves this way, right? You move that way, pow, coming down, because that's where the weight is. You want to strike to where the weight is at, bro. Strike to where the weight is at. These are my thing, bro. I would like to strike where the weight's at. But let me know, man, bro, y'all keep coming in and dipping out on me. Sheesh. All right, well. Dang, bro, I've been on here for an hour already. I didn't even notice. Alright, well, that's it for today's video, man. I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, if you did tune in. Thank you to those who hopped inside the chat. I appreciate that. Hey, new person. I see you just sneaking in. You're the only one in here. So I see you, right? I'm going to get off, but you can subscribe. Peace, man. Black Dragon up out of here.